Hi there, it's Tom here from GembaDocs and welcome to another product update. This month we're going to focus on three main areas. First, Kanbans. We've really improved the functionality. We've added so much heavy features here. If you're a user of Kanbans, you're going to love it. If you're not, you'll want to check it out. The second area is around SOP approvals and some improvements to our mobile app user interface to make it more simple and easy to use. The third is around an actual problem we have coming up with QR codes. Some of the lesser used QR codes within GembaDocs, the printed versions are going to go obsolete on the 25th of August. It shouldn't affect too many users in an adverse way, but stay tuned to that part of the product update to make sure it doesn't affect you, and don't worry, we have you covered. So let's dive in. The first of our Kanban improvements, I'm going to show you how you can now create emails to automatically send from within a GembaDocs Kanban. Check this out. This is where my improvement starts with iBook. I'm in edit mode. So before you could have your ordering item URL, you could also put SOPs on the QR code for the back of the card. Now you can put an email. So you can create an email within your GembaDocs Kanban card. You can put who it's going to send to, what the subject is, what the body of the email is about. This is how it's going to look on the QR code on the back of the card. This is the large card here. So let's just have a look at how this works if you use your mobile phone to scan that QR code. So this is a video I made on my phone. If you look, we got the card here. I'm going to scan it with my phone. Takes you to this page where you create the email, and then it'll use the native app on the phone to send that email where it should go. Really neat. So in the inlay here, you'll see a video I caught with my phone again. This one is of me using a barcode scanner, the details of which, if you want to buy one, are flashed up on the screen now. So if you've got the cursor in your browser bar and you scan it, then it'll take you to that create email screen, and it'll use the native email sender that you have set up in your default to send that email where it needs to go. Hope you love this feature. We love making it. The bulk import Kanban feature, where you can import literally hundreds of Kanbans at once into GembaDocs by formatting them and all the data into a spreadsheet. So here we go. You go to the three dots in your Kanban dashboard, bulk import Kanbans. You can download a sample file here that'll show you the format that you need to do for the upload. And there's some notes here that give you instructions on what data needs to be contained within the spreadsheet for it to work properly. If you upload it and you've got an error, it'll show here when you go to upload it. But I've done one earlier, so I'm going to upload a file here. So here we go. I've got 16 cards on that file. There it is. It's uploading well. I'm going to save that. And it might take some time if you're using a lot of Kanbans, but normally it's pretty fast. I found for anything under 20 cards, it only takes a couple of minutes. So yeah, you can see here we've already got a mass of new cards here, and that's how you do it. So if you've got data, say in your ERP system or at some other source, instead of having to do the Kanbans one by one, you can create them all in that spreadsheet and upload them and do hundreds all at once. One little careful note, use the image URL. Be careful with that when you're making the upload. But again, how easy is that? So our third big improvement on Kanbans is the bulk printing option. And you can access that from the three dots in your Kanban dashboard. Go to bulk print Kanbans. You need to select the Kanbans that you want to print. So you can do that as I'm showing here. Click the little tick boxes in each card. And down here at the bottom, you can choose what you want to print, whether you want the small card, the big card, you want the Kanban pulled card, bin labels, and so on. And then it'll generate a specific PDF. So you can print all of those cards all at once. This is what it looks like. It's going to save you a lot of time and energy. So that's the Kanban summary. I hope you like it. So now we're going to look at some improvements we've made to the SOP approval process and also general user interface improvements. So if I'm going to go in and edit this SOP, and the first thing you'll see here is now that you can save as draft. So in the approval process before, if I wanted to make minor modifications to this document, it was quite awkward. You had to send small changes through for approvals, where now you can save this as a draft and it won't get added to approval until you ask it to. And there we go. So I'm now going to finish and save that, and that will go to approval. And now you can see that now that I've sent that for approval, I can see it within my dashboard as pending. So I've got visibility on what's happening on that document. Our next improvement to approvals is that we've added mandatory tags on approvals as an option. So if you want to make sure that everybody tags the SOPs, now even in draft, if I try to save that, it's going to make me add a tag. So that just keeps things tighter. Next are some small improvements with significant benefit that we've made to the main app step-by-step screen. So we've made the camera and gallery size much smaller till you add them, so you can see the whole screen and any options you may or may not have at the bottom. We've also changed the button arrangement at the bottom here. It used to be quite layered and could get quite confusing. Now we have orange on the right, next step, and finish, nice and simple on the left. This will save a lot of confusion, just make it easier for you. We always like making these small improvements. So now on to the third part of the product update. We need to let you know about an upcoming obsolescence issue on a few of the lesser used QR codes within GembaDocs. They're going to stop working after the 25th of August, so if you need to reprint any, we want to give you plenty of notice. So first of all, the good news. No Kanban QR codes are affected in any way, and our main SOP QR code for the PDF here, that's also unaffected. So on to those that are affected. These are codes with deep links that go inside the mobile app. If you've used this QR code to view step by step in the mobile app, you're going to need to reprint them, unfortunately. These same codes can be found on our red-green cards here. Most users will have used this PDF QR code, that's fine. But if you have used this one, you're going to need to reprint. The next affected code is the request SOP code, which I know some users have used as a poster in their factory to make it easy for anyone to request an SOP. This one will also need reprinting. The good news is that we have already solved the problem. If you need to reprint, go to the SOP screen in GembaDocs here and use this issue with PDF QR code. Click to regenerate, use that link, then pick out the QR code to reprint it. That one will work forever. You've got up until the 25th of August to do this, as the old QR codes will keep working until that date. We have a few other codes that are affected where my advice would be that you don't really need to reprint anything, but of course you can if you want to. The edit QR code on the SOP PDF would be one of those. My advice would be not to reprint just because of this issue, as you can always manually go and edit the SOP if you need to. So the effort-reward ratio of reprinting wouldn't stack up for me personally. The final code which is affected, thankfully, is the document change history here on the cover sheet, which is available in our skills module. You can reprint that if you really think you need to. This all happened because we were using a Google service called Firebase to generate the deep links for these QR codes, and Google are stopping the service on the 25th of August. It's totally outside our control. We're now doing this link generation QR code function within GembaDocs so it can never happen again. And our deepest apologies for any inconvenience caused, because we are always so grateful for your support. We hate to cause you any inconvenience. So after all of that, we need to finish this product update on a positive. We've just added French as our 14th language, so our French users can now have GembaDocs in their own language. And as always, I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all your friendship and support. And I look forward to our next product update when we will be back to business as usual with loads of great improvements for you, our customer. Thanks for watching.